character's POV. A girl named YN is talking to his beloved on call. He is flirting with her, and she is shyly smiling and laughing at his jokes while lying on her one-bedroom flat. It's nighttime. Rain is pouring heavily outside the window. She is missing him. That's why she is talking to him at this hour, as he now out of country on a business trip. He is the CEO of a big industry, but he doesn't tell her that he is a CEO. He only tells her that he is going out because his boss asks him to. Well, he is a CEO of JUN Industry, which is worldwide famous, and him the JUNGKOOK, the worldwide famous business tycoon. He doesn't tell her that he is a business tycoon. And not only this, he is also a secret underground mafia. His name is popular as the king of the underworld, but YN doesn't know about it. She only knows what he tells her, that he is working in JUN Industry at post of manager. He never revealed specific things about his work, as he already knows that YN hate rich people, as her parents got killed accident by a rich person when she was merely a 6-year-old small girl, and from now her relatives abandoned her and make her go into an orphanage. So, from childhood till now, she won't get any love from anyone, but when she got some love, care, and respect from his one and only boyfriend, she believes him blindly, without checking his background or something. He is like a source of light and laughter in her life. She is very grateful for him. For 5 years, JUNGKOOK was her everything. As for how they met, let's dive into the flashback. 5 years ago, they met in the rain, cliché as it sounds. She was soaked, late for a meeting, and he offered his umbrella with a shy smile and a voice that made her forget the storm. From that moment, their lives intertwined like vines. Messy, beautiful, and impossible to separate. They built a life of quiet rituals, late-night ramen, shared playlists, forehead kisses before sleep. He wrote songs about her. She painted portraits of him. They were each other's muses, each other's mirrors. He always makes her feel special and loved. For she also does everything, but in all this he has never shown his real self, like he always makes excuses whenever he comes to her apartment and spends some time together. He always gets some mysterious calls, which he always have to go out of flat to talk on the cell phone. He never talk in the house, but it still doesn't triggered YN. She always thinks maybe it's something important to him, but whenever she glances outside of her window, she always finds him shouting at someone or angrily talking on the phone. She always thinks that she is overthinking, but from the next second, he comes and clingy over her to make her forget the SUS activity of his. 'Cause he knows how much she loves him, and she never be suspicious over him. She loves him more than herself, and he knows it and always takes advantage of it, but that doesn't mean he don't love her. He loved her very much. He also very worried about if she ever found out of his real self, how will she react. He always afraid of this thing. This thought haunts him. The underworld mafia, who kills people mercilessly without thinking twice, is afraid of losing her. She is his true love. It's not like in his whole 27 years of life, he does not love anyone other than her. He loved his first love, Susan, so much. He also wrote down some letters for her, which always kept in his study room cabinet. But he never feels more drawn to her than he feels with YN. YN is like a part of his soul. So, he decided one day he wanted a promise from her that whatever the situation is, or whatever gonna happen in future, she can only be his and not anyone else's. And she shyly just said yes and laughed at it, thinking why he always say like that. She surely be always his whatever the situation is. And another promise he wanted from her that if one day she hates him and doesn't like him, she will still be his only if she hates him or loves him. She just can't leave him in any situation and any condition. And last promise he did to her dash, he never let her go, never, ever in future or any condition. She is her one and only precious possession. If he has to break her legs to keep her to himself, he will surely do that without hesitation and locked her with chains for forever. She can only love him and no one else unless he will do something which don't like to see or even think about in her most terrifying nightmares. She became a little afraid of him. Her laughter stopped for a second, and now her happy face became serious when she listened to his words and looked at him a little terrified. She asked, "Do you actually gonna do this one day with me if I said I don't love you anymore, And in reply he said, while making her terrified self comfortable, and kissed her forehead and in a naughty way, "No, my baby girl, I will never do that, but if you don't obey me," saying that he smirked and kissed her passionately, and to make her forget all this he made out with her, and then a long love-filled intimate night. Flashback ended. Present day. Today is their wedding day and Jungkook is so happy about it. He is so happy that he is smiling all the time, as bright as the sun. He is wearing a black tuxedo suit which fits him perfectly in it. He looks like Dark Angel. Today his happiness is doubled as he got the deal final in his urgent meeting, and now his wedding with his girl. After some minute his Rolls-Royce car has arrived and the driver opens the gate for his boss. With an emotionless face he sits inside the car and driver drive of to the venue. On the other side, bride's room. She is sitting at the dressing table looking at herself in the mirror. She looks beautiful, like a goddess. But her eyes are showing the pain of breaking something inside her, and her face turns pale thinking that sometimes ago, when she is at home, she is so excited, nervous, and happy at the same time, thinking about today is her wedding with the love of her life. But something happens, and a flashback of afternoon are flashes in front of her eyes. Flashback. Morning. YN is now at Jungkook's house, as she is talking to his family about all the decoration and the theme of her wedding, as Jungkook is not here at this time because of some urgent meeting in his office. 7 a.m. in the morning. Jungkook holding her face softly in his both hands and kissed her forehead as she winning because today is their wedding at evening and he have to go to office today, as he said, "Baby, please, I will come at the right time at the wedding venue, please understand my situation." Jungkook. It's an urgency, boss had called me for a meeting with a very big company and profit is also big. And if I don't go, then I will miss the opportunity to become his assistant, and my salary is also increases, so please understand. Jungkook, whatever I'm doing is for you and for our future, baby. He says that by looking deeply in her eyes, kissing her lips softly and hugging her. YN replied by pouting her lips, but, baby, okay, I understand, but please don't make me wait. Okay. JUNGKOOK, okay, my princess. My baby. I love you so much, saying that he lastly kissed her pouting lips and left. In afternoon, YN secretly goes to his study room because she wants to put a surprise gift inside his study room to surprise him. She put a gift inside his working desk in his study room and left from there. She always wondered if he is just a manager in the John industry. Why does he have such a big house? But she always shrugs this off. But today something strange is going on with her. She gets a call from an unknown person who is calling himself her well-wisher and said that he know how her dad died and who killed them. And he also said that it's not an accident but a murder. He again said, do you ever think why JUNGKOOK never let you go to his basement? Think about it. YNU will find your answers in his basement. Saying that his voice got cut and calls also ended. She wanted to say something to that person, but the call already ended, making her drawn to suspicious of JUNGKOOK's actions, and a fear of something is really off is growing inside her heart. She is afraid that JUNGKOOK is hiding something for her, and now he recalls his strange behavior and that suspicious calls and the bodyguards all around his mansion. She is fighting with her brain, who is calling her that JUNGKOOK is hiding something from her, but her heart doesn't let her believe her mind. Her heart is saying how much he loves her, how much he adores her. His dad also treats her like his own daughter. After fighting from her heart and brain, she is, for the first time in her whole 5 years of relationship, she finally listens to her brain and secretly goes to the basement while hiding from the bodyguard. She reaches the ground floor. There is a dark corridor and she sees the basement gate, which is covered in dust and spider webs all around. That place makes a cough, and then her eyes stick to the big lock, which is locked in that gate. She carefully put her hand in her pocket and took out a key which she stole from his study room, which looked like an old key. She puts the key inside the lock, and at her surprise it really opens the basement gate. As she entered the gate, she opened her mobile torch and found a switchboard on it, and then she saw many files gathered all around the basement. Now she thinks how she can find the evidence, as she doesn't have all day, and there are some weird weapons here, and they're all around the shelf. After seeing those weapons, her suspicions grow more, and she wondering that why JUNGKOOK need these weapons, as he is just an employee in John company, or he is doing something illegal which he is hiding from her. Saying she starts searching desperately to find the truth. She searched everywhere, couldn't find anything against him. They all are files are of his office, and some are his family album. Now she doesn't understand why she believed that person. She is crying for doubting his love for her in the basis of a mere phone call with an unknown person. She now hates herself for believing someone else's words without any solid proof, and how can she even think that he is hiding something from her? Thinking that she started going out from here, but suddenly her eyes got stuck to an iron safe, and she went there and said why this safe is here in this creepy, useless basement. She looking at it suspiciously, and then right beside it there is a box. She opens it. In it she discovered another key, but it's not an old one, it's a new small key. She took it and put it inside the lock and opened the safe locker, and what she saw inside the locker made her blood run cold. She froze on her spot, her throat got dried, and her breath got shaky. Her tears are streaming down to her face. Her heart is aching with immense pain and betrayal of his beloved. Even looking at those files, her breath became uneven. Her whole body is trembling with shaky hands. She started changing pages one by one, and as she saw the last file, her whole world collapsed underneath her. She stumbled to the ground. In her trembling, broken voice, only one word came out from her mouth. No. No. It's C. Can't be. H. He's C. Can't do T. This to me. J. Just W. Y. She screams, liar. Flashback ended. Remembering all that she said, why did you do this to me? Just why? You lie to me again and again. Why? JUNGKOOK. She wanted to scream loudly and cry her heart out, but only why word is coming out from her mouth. Her pain is unbearable for her. She can't even imagine in her worst nightmare that his beloved boyfriend could do this to her. She can't think straight. She can't digest the fact that the world of his, what he is showing her all, are just fake from the very start. On the other side, JUNGKOOK is waiting for her arrival impatiently. He is so excited and happy. Friends are teasing him. Today, after marriage, he made his mind already to tell her all the truth about his real self. But he don't know that the faith has different plan for him. The happiness on his face is just for some hour, 'cause the truth he was hiding from her is already revealed, and the storm of sadness is coming for him. As the time is passing, JUNGKOOK grows more eager to know what happened, why she didn't come till now. At now nighttime, every guest gossiping and chit-chatting that till now bride is not there. JUNGKOOK also several times call YN, but she doesn't pick his calls, so he called the driver and his secret bodyguard, which is guarding YN secretly. On call. JUNGKOOK on call. He yells, "What's the matter?" Where is YN? His secret bodyguard, "Boss, we are on the way. Ma'am got a little late as she fell asleep. That's why we are a little late, but we are on the way to the venue, boss." JUNGKOOK, "Alright, I send my bodyguard there, brought her safely here." Saying that he angrily yell at him, "If something happens to her, I'll kill each and every one of you, do you get that?" Saying that he lastly warns them and cut the call. After some time, YN arrived at the venue as JUNGKOOK's dad held her hand, as she always saw her as his own daughter, but YN closes her eyes in disgust. Once she feels warmness in his embrace, but now all she feels is pure disgust. But compose her posture and smile a little. He left her hand at altar and put her hand on JUNGKOOK's hand and say, "Never leave my daughter, ever." JUNGKOOK just looked at her full of love in his eyes and admired her for a minute, then said, "I will never let her go," he said, showing his possessiveness and longed love for her. She is looking eternal like an angel with white wings, and JUNGKOOK with dark wings like the devil himself. As father started the wedding rituals, father said, "Mr. John JUNGKOOK, do you accept YN in all her flaws, in sickness, in joy, and in happiness, and in pain you be with her, protect her, and respect her? Do you always love her? Do you accept her as your wife? Jungkook looks at her and says yes. I will love her, respect, and protect her always. I never see anyone except her. I do. Father repeats the same sentence to her, but YN doesn't say anything. Father again said again, do you Park YN accept Jungkook as your husband in all sickness, happiness, and joy? You always love him and never see anyone except him. When YN doesn't say anything, just looking down. Just then Jungkook come closer to her and whisper to her, what happened to my princess? Why are you not saying anything? What's the matter? Saying that, Jungkook goes back to his position where he is standing. But still YN doesn't say anything, but just threw some files at his face. A tear streamed down her face as she looks up at him in the eyes, full of pain on her face as she shouts, no, never. Saying that, in another second her eyes became red as the tears are streaming down her face continuously. With shaky hands she hold a pistol in her shaky hands, which she is hiding inside the flower bouquet, and shoot him. Bang, bang, bang.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I